Party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Ross moving, Lowe's, Rumble, Aldo, Nice is the uncle.
Man, I kind of want to talk about the news, man, and politics. You dig what I'm saying? You dig? When I'm in my locale, I try to tune into the news every fucking day, the local news, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm still feeling froggy, I'm rocking out with the world news too, you dig what I'm saying? And it just messes me up how many people my age and fucking way older don't really dibble and dabble into that. And with that, this just brings me to my next point, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no, Larry Wilmore, Ben Shapiro. That's not really me, you know what I'm saying? Trevor Noah. I'm not the next one of them, but I know what the fuck is going on. And it just messes me up how many people around my demographic, people I run with, they're not even slightly versed in that. And I just think that's crazy how many people, even older, really don't even know what the fuck is going on right under their nose. And even if that's not your steez, it's because it's not mine, there's really no excuse for that. Get in the game.
Get in the game. Get in the game. I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo Nice.
It's your boy Rog Smooth.
Well, it's your boy Los, aka CAP.
What was that? And I guess we joined by a fourth party for this particular episode of the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. Man, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
Hey, what's good, everyone? My name's Tomas. Chilling with my boy Raj.
Yeah, also known as Malik Henry from the last episode, the last season of Last Chance U.
It's like that.
What is that? What does that mean?
Yo,
last chance.
You got the deep daddy voice.
That shit good, dog. That boy sounds just like that man, dog.
Hey, man. Yeah, Malik Henry. And nobody likes Malik Henry, so hopefully we like you better than people like Malik Henry.
All right.
That's two strikes. One is that nobody likes Malik Henry and you sound like him. And the second one is that your name is
Thomas.
It's Tomas. I gotta keep that Thomas shit to yourself.
Hold up. So you say your name isn't
Thomas.
It's really what? What is
It's
it?
Tomas.
So it's not
Thomas.
Okay.
Oh, that boy dim.
Thomas.
I take it. I think Raj told us that you was listening one time and you thought we were referencing you. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
We were.
What's that about?
Y'all don't even know me like that. Well, there it is. Well, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. Hopefully, you got some cool things to add, and if not, if you just dead weight, we'll carry you for the next hour. So look, what Rumble was just talking about was how some people don't know.
Very disrespectful.
I mean, he might be the livest podcast guest we've ever had. I'm just giving him enough leeway to, if he wants to be sorry, he can be sorry. It's fine. We've had sorry guests before. Let's not act like we don't have 100% guest rate in.
So I don't got a lot to live up to. Then is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, there you go, man. Just be you, man. But so Rumble started off talking about that some people just don't know what's going on, which is craziness, man. And the first thing I thought about was hood niggas, man. Do hood niggas watch the news?
Of course
this podcast is brought to you by CP. CP watch the news. Straight up.
Of course they do. Hood niggas always watch the news, man. You gotta see what's going on in the world around you, man. Hood niggas some of the most paranoid niggas in the world. So they be wanting to know. And you might see your homeboy on there. You never know.
Okay. So would that mean that hood niggas watch the local news, or do hood niggas watch the world news? Because you know how, I guess when you was growing up, and I guess we'll get to that talk, and I guess still to this day, there's the local news and there's the national news that play back to back, usually on your major news networks. I don't know. Do hood niggas watch both?
I think it depends on what level hood nigga. So if it's a hood nigga who just on his own pillar to post, he might not watch, he might catch the local news or whatever every now and then when he in somebody's house on their couch. But if you've been raised by your grandma, because a hood nigga who raised by his grandma, he watch all the news. He watch the news as is. You know what I'm saying? And if a nigga hood nigga just raised by his mama and, he just in there, he probably just watch the local news.
I want to say that Los, I wholeheartedly disagree with you, and it's opinionated because I don't know what hood niggas do, but I don't think that they watch the news. I never talked about international relations with a hood nigga before.
But that nigga know what happened on 8th Street last night because the news told him too.
Yeah, I mean, it is the difference between the local and the state and the national news, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying hood. It depends on what type of hood nigga it is.
If a hood nigga was involved in a crime and it's on the local news, I bet he gonna watch the local news.
He recorded it. What you mean? Watch the local news. He gonna record it. If his homeboy, if they had a shootout 2 streets over, he gonna watch the news to see if it's on the news. Hood niggas watch the news, bro. Yeah, I mean, they gonna film the news on their snap. They gonna put on their snap, have the news on their snap, record on their snap.
And that shit how that one little guy got in trouble. What's his name? Do the dash. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about?
Never heard of.
Do the dash.
Oh man, y'all know exactly what I'm talking. Tay something. Tay K.
Oh, T Camp? Some camp?
No,
you talking about TK, yeah. I don't know how TK got in trouble. I
is.
just know TK is a degenerate little nigga. Like, he wild. So, I don't think he watched the news.
But I think the video that got him jacked up, it's called, I think the name of the song is Do the Dash. It's called The Dash, right? And
yeah, I do the dash and go on my way. Yeah. I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah, he like, I did the dash.
I ain't beat the case, but it's called The Race. The name of the song is called The Race.
There you go. But the lyrics say something about the dash, huh? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm 100% wrong.
It does say that. It does say something about do the dance. I don't know what the dance is though. What's the dance? How you do it?
I'm not saying dance. I think the word I'm saying is dash. DASH. Like,
do the dash, so like run. Yards. So that's how he beat the case because he's
yeah.
Gotcha.
That's fast. I thought it say fuck a beat, bitch. I was trying to beat a case, but I ain't beat a case, bitch. I did the race. Beat it up where I nut shorty face. Elon Blast cracking foes like a vase. Okay, yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. So maybe he didn't say he did the dash. He says he did the race. Okay, so I was
wrong. Boy needed exposure on that one, huh?
Yeah, he needed me to at least the uncle on the hook.
Shout out to Uncle, boy.
August 31st in stores.
August 31st, the Uncle, boy.
The Uncle Hanks. EP at Hanks. Though.
Be there, be square. Man.
Okay, anyway, so I think on that video they had like either pictures or something from the news, like of that man, like shooting at people, attempted murder or maybe murder. I don't know, something happened.
Bro, I went to school with number hood niggas. Hood niggas watch the news, dog.
You went to school a long time ago, man. Like, it's a different world now. Like, that's all a long time ago on TV.
Hood niggas watch the news, and still today, hood niggas watch the news.
I don't know. I think hood niggas might watch Viceland now. You know,
that too in the news.
Tomas, what's your take on it? Do hood niggas watch the news, big dog?
I'm an old head as well, man. So I'm gonna say they did watch the news. This new wave shit. They might be getting their news on Snapchat, but
that makes a lot of sense.
And I mean that was my next question. How do you get your news today? Like, is it all social media? Is it TV? Like, what would you say? And I'll run it around in the circle. How do you get your news? I'll start with
in the circle. Huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna say I can't tell you the last time I put on the local news on TV or the national news or whatever. I watch CNN. So I watch CNN damn near every day. I watch MSNBC a lot. Like, it's part of everybody's probably, if you got regular cable still, like landline cable, I would feel like you got your cycle of channels. Nobody watches all of their channels. They got like 15 channels that they'll click to, right? CNN and MSNBC are in my queue of ones that I'll stop on. So I'll get my big news from that. So I'll watch, I guess, national news. But everything else I'm catching is like Facebook. It's Facebook. Facebook is how I get my news. Facebook is my news. Nothing else. Facebook. Los, how about you?
I'm a CNN person. I don't watch the local news. I get a lot of my news from Twitter. And from two different people I follow at home, and I follow the Shreveport page at home, so I get a lot of news from there. And text messages.
Text messages.
Somebody always sending you something like, "Hey, nigga, you seen this nigga did that?" Or such and such, that boy went to jail for this. I get those in a group chat. So yeah, that's
Makes
how I
sense.
get my news.
So, people in Colorado, y'all can answer. Feel free to.
I mean,
I thought you personalized it all, your lows. How you get your? I thought you was coming around and say, Raj, how you get your news? Or Tomas,
I just did.
Nah, it's all good. It's all. I'll let Tomas go last. I honestly, I don't really get my news. Like, I really don't, because to me, I'm not watching CNN. I'm not watching Fox News. I'm not watching any of them outlets because to me they're all biased. So I honestly don't know who to believe, and I'd rather not know. What's crazy to me though is when I talk to people and they tell me something crazy happens every single day, and then a month later I find out that something crazy happened a month ago, and that's usually how I get my news.
Yeah, I'm in the camp of my phone, bruh. Like Apple News, they be popping up, but all the time. You know what I mean? Because I always got my phone on deck. You know.
It makes a bunch of sense. Like, I mean, I guess we all grew up, and the way you said, Los, you kind of referenced grandmothers or whatever. But even my mom came to Houston recently. She was like, "What channel? What time the news come on? Put the news on."
Exactly. Yeah.
She want to watch the local.
Like put the Houston news on.
Yeah. She cared about what's happening in Houston, and I made a point to say, I don't ever watch the Houston news, Mom. Like, I don't ever.
And what you tell her, you need to know what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, Mom, the same thing.
That's so funny. Like, that's so funny to me. Like, I just think the older you get, the nosier you are. And, bruh, I tell you this, my grandmother didn't miss an episode of the news.
An episode?
Caught all of them live. And so much so to just bring up... Yeah, I mean, they are episodes. I'm pretty sure, like, if you watch the news, if you record the news, it probably say episode, like, season 100, episode 2.
Season 100, episode 264. That's great.
Season 1, episode 2000.
The 6 o'clock news and the 10 o'clock news. She caught them both.
My parents religiously watched it.
She caught the neighborhood news too because she sat by the window all the time. So I just think I think just the older you get, the nosier you are.
And that's why I say if a hood nigga grew up with his grandma in the house, that boy watched the news.
But that don't mean he doing it when he got his own time to be doing it. Because like I said, go ahead.
That's a habit you don't break, man. I think that's a habit you don't break. I know a lot of dudes to this day still watch the news. And they'll shoot, well, I don't know if they still will shoot your mama in them, but they used to be niggas that'll shoot your mama in them. That's the truth.
But I do agree wholeheartedly with what Raj just said, that something crazy does happen every single day.
Yeah.
Now cue up that music for Nothin Nice to say.
You know, they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo nice.
Ain't nothing nice. You hear me?
Shit, listen, I know. Flights are long and they boring, and you need to find something to do. You know, some people, they read books. Some people listen to music. Other people play games on their phones. I got like a whole folder in my phone that say playing games. So, you know, the ones that don't need the network and such. I was on a Delta flight this morning, and they had the cabin entertainment system going with a nice little screen size on the back of boys' seats. So I was happy about that. So I can't knock, you know, what anybody does to make that time fly while you're on a plane. As a matter of fact, I was on a flight last month and I was reading books, and I had my light on. Well, reading a book, and I had my light on, and you know, they cut off all the lights in the cabin, and I turned mine on. And I felt like I was that one person who was bothering everybody because I had my light on. I was trying to read my book, but then I'm like, you know what? Somebody else would do it if they was reading their book. It is what it is. Once again, you can't knock boys' methodologies for making time fly. But the couple that was sitting next to me on this flight this morning, as I was watching the Curse of La Llorona in Pet Sematary, because I mean they had all the movies and shit. They was both watching Fox News the whole flight. I'd be goddamn. I was sincerely and honestly, I wanted to unplug their headphones or just turn the channel on their bitch ass. Look, nothing is completely objective. There's bias in every news outlet that we receive these days. But you can't be seriously watching Fox fucking News. I make it a habit to glance at what they showing when big news stories are happening, like last week when they had those shootings in El Paso and Dayton. Like I look at my MSNBC, I look at my CNN, and then I'll click to Fox News just to see what they're talking about. And every time, they are never covering the shit. Like, they are not even talking about shootings. They're not talking about, like, deportations and ICE raids. They're not talking about anything that makes Trump look bad on that network, which is fucking craziness. All they was talking about the other day when they had the shooting was some shit about Obama and the Clinton Foundation. All that to say, I kind of feel sorry for the people who get their quote-unquote news from Fox News because it's complete and utter bullshit. On the one hand, I think they brainwashed, but on the other hand, I think they deserve kind of getting that half-ass news that they get. The thing that bothered me the most about that was like my reaction though, like how I felt about it. A few months back on the podcast, I started a conversation about people who wear MAGA hats. And I said that it's kind of like waving a Confederate flag. We got into this big debate on this. You guys remember, you were here for it. What I'm on now though is that if you watch Fox News in public, it's the same shit as wearing a MAGA hat. And it's the same shit as waving a Confederate flag. Don't at me, because that's how I feel. And I ain't got nothing nice to say about people who watch softcore racist porn news on Fox and make voting and lifestyle decisions based upon it. So I won't say nothing at all. Yeah. Rumble was talking about what I wanted to talk about, so let's get to it.
Oh, okay. I see. I think they're really throwing a shot right at you. Like, watch, baby, put yours on the news too. Like this nigger sitting next to us. Mm-hmm. I think they was right at your neck with like, you know what, we're gonna watch about Obama, who's been out of office for a while now. Watch, they still talking about him like he the one who's out there shooting people in Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about it. I didn't think about it that it might have been like just a personal slug. I mean, I did have a short sleeve shirt on, so they might have saw the Black Lives Matter tat and was like,
hey, "Oh, I got something for you. Got something for you, nigga." Yeah.
Put on Tucker Carlson looking ass.
Yeah, right now.
I mean, it's a thing, man. Raj, you say you don't watch any of them. Tomas, do you check out any of the big news networks?
So I rock with CNN. I rock with MSNBC. You know, Fox News is the biggest comedy network on air. So when I need to get my rocks off with some laughs, that's what I'll tune into. But yeah, I co-sign on what you said, man. Fox News is straight trash. Don't at me because I feel the same way. You know what I mean? Like you said, you know, the MAGA hats with Confederate flags. I honestly appreciate when I see those people because now I know who the idiots are in the room, you know? Mm-hmm. So, and that's the same way I feel about Fox News watchers, you know, and some of my best friends' parents watch Fox News. Huh. So, you know, that always makes interesting conversation with them. So, but yeah, definitely not a Fox News guy.
I think I need to put the visual together. I'm gonna have to go ahead and throw that on a visual, like the Confederate flag equals MAGA hat equals Fox News, and just post that because I think that's where we are with it. Like that's strong right there. I like that. That's strong. But I think about it too when I'm in a hotel. Like if you guys ever like walking around, like when you go downstairs in the hotel in the morning, and like I don't know, I travel for work a bunch, so it's like I'm always like some weird place. And when you go downstairs, you'll see on the screens, like there's usually some kind of news popping off. And if it's Fox News downstairs in the hotel, like when I was in Virginia a couple weeks ago, it was Fox News. When I was in Oregon this week, it was all MSNBC. So it tells you a little bit about where you are when you look up and see it on the TV. Like, but I can't stand that shit when I see Fox News on.
So listen, when you see Fox News downstairs, do you like instantly roll your sleeves up and kind of show your tattoo a lot more?
Show your tattoos. Yeah, I mean, I always think to go turn that bitch off or turn the channel. I mean, every now and again I'll be like, hey, y'all got can you put it on ESPN? I'll do some shit like that. But for the most part, it's just I just look around and see who's looking at it and like, oh, y'all wild as fuck. This what y'all want to watch? Yeah. Okay. I mean, the saddest part is that a lot of people think that that's the real thing. So like all of those points Rumble made about, you know, just people in the news who like are people who don't watch the news at all and it's terrible. Is it worse and Raj, just a question for you. Is it worse to not watch the news or to get news from a unreliable source like Fox News?
So this is why I told you I don't watch the news because for every Aldo, for every Tomas, for every Los, there's another person that just thinks CNN is bullshit. So like I just don't watch.
So defend your people, Republican Raj. We here for it.
No, I'm not saying that I watch Fox News because I don't. I'm just saying I don't watch either one of them.
No, I get
because
your point.
I just think that they're both biased. I think that Fox News does whatever it has to do to cover what conservatives care about, and I think that CNN does whatever it has to do to to cater to what liberals care about. And it doesn't matter which one is right, which one is going with the correct news or with the whatever story that people want to hear is still biased. Like Fox News will defend Trump no matter what. CNN would defend whatever Democratic, whatever liberal agenda is going on at the time. So I don't watch either one of them.
So
that's how I feel about it.
And it's a strong stance, right? I'm gonna say this, and I think that I'm old enough to remember this, and you guys should be very much old enough to remember this. That it wasn't always that way, and when I say that, I mean since Trump was elected, 3 years. It's like the stuff you're saying right now is so fucking crazy to me that CNN was never looked at as a left liberal publication. That's MSNBC. Fox News is the far right wing. MSNBC gives you some of those far left wing, like it's always going to be a liberal thing. CNN is fucking fair and balanced. Trump does dumb shit. They call him out on it. Trump says CNN is leftist. And now it's invaded into people's minds that CNN is leftist, CNN is fake news, CNN is this and that. When CNN was always the central, like even if you look at the commentators who are on CNN currently, granted, Don Lemon gets on, right? And Chris Cuomo was about to beat a nigga ass this week. If you haven't looked at that, please go Google that.
Boy, that was so.
So yeah, some of their main anchors, right? I mean, it's not Larry King Live anymore. And
Don Lemon got some shit going on too, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean. They got. I'm just saying all of that to say it used to be Wolf Blitzer. Like they have, it's CNN kind of was always the central thing. Like so, it's just weird though. But you're tapping into something that's real, Raj. Like a bunch of people look at CNN right now as the leftist thing. So what the hell do they think MSNBC is? In my opinion, like that's
the left.
It's so far left that
I'll be honest with you. Like you say MSNBC. I don't know if I've ever turned the channel to MSNBC. So I have no clue about what's on MSNBC. I just don't like it. When you talk about family balance,
if you don't have no clue, how you not gonna like it?
No, I don't like to watch those networks. I guess is basically what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Like, not to say I don't like MSNBC. Or I don't like CNN. I don't like Fox News. I don't like the idea of like just give me like legitimately tell me the facts. I don't want your biased opinion. I just tell me what happened and then let me formulate my own opinion. Don't try to steer me in one direction.
You want Blue Rufus?
Yeah, or the little short one with the big head.
Maria Placard. That's who you want.
Man, the black lady. What's her name? Little short.
Deborah Terraville Pooler.
Jackie Jonah Kersey. Come on, man. I don't know.
No, cut this.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Anyway, this
Montgomery. Darla Montgomery. That's
Darla Montgomery. Cut. But I still like Deborah Terraville Pooler. Cut. This is all. Shout out to Left Field. This podcast is brought to you by by TV10 News and ABC 3 News in New Iberia and Left Field and such like that.
That boy memory great.
Oh man, you don't remember the news? Okay, come on, man. You don't remember the news person on the local news when you was a kid, Los?
Not their names. I used to. Not their names.
We all do our.
I'm terrible with. I'm not good with names though, bro.
Our weatherman name was.
That's
Dick
not okay.
Farrow.
Hold on. That's not okay to say. We're not talking about someone you met at the club. Like I'm not good with names. We're not talking about your new coworker. We're talking about the news anchor.
I don't remember the name.
Low. That tells me like Ron Burgundy. You gotta know who it is.
I remember. I remember Ron Burgundy for sure. But
well, I thought you wasn't good with names.
But nah, the news when I was a kid, we should watch every single morning while I ate my oatmeal.
Nope. And you don't remember him?
Wow,
that's interesting.
That's crazy.
I remember Channel 13.
That's crazy. I feel like I don't remember a whole lot. I remember the ones that's important. I don't remember everybody that was on Passepartout, but I remember Darla Montgomery for sure.
Okay, so Hoyt Hubner was one of them because I remember that alliteration, that double H.
Blue Rufus. You can't forget about Blue Rufus.
Her name was Blue Rufus. That's a name that you're never gonna forget.
Rob Perillo.
Bob Ferrillo with sports, but the weatherman was Dick Farrow, man. Dick Farrow. As a little kid, you think I'm gonna forget Dick Farrow? You pull that thing out, a little chick say, he got that Dick Farrow.
That means uncircumcised?
That is what that means. It's in the Urban Dictionary, that Dick Farrow.
Well, got that Tomas,
Tomas, give me one news. Where you from? We don't even know shit about you. Where you from, big dog?
Yo, I'm repping Colorado Springs, Colorado. Pretty much my entire life. You know what I mean? So, Sandra Mann, she was holding it down. She was holding it down.
Is she who?
Anything you needed.
She was Joanna Mann's cousin.
I'm about to say that Joanna Mann's cousin.
She tell you that it was going to be 40 in the morning and 70 later in the evening. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was all over the board, man. She even hit you with some sports sometimes when she had to step in.
Okay.
Probably don't.
Probably. I think she had a jump shot. I don't know. But,
probably P standing up too.
Sandra Mann was the one.
That's stupid.
Sandra Mann.
Los, I don't know what people thought about you and just like popular, not even popular, just knowing stuff. Cause that hurts me that you didn't know any of the newscasters in Shreveport growing up. Like I would think you should know one.
Said he was a hood nigga though, right?
He's not a hood nigga. No, stop that.
Los is the view of the hood niggas. We
it don't matter. His people had more money than my people.
Dog.
His people had more money than my people.
Don't
stop
lie.
That.
Don't lie.
Stop that.
Don't tell that lie. Don't tell
Stop
that lie.
That. I'm the poorest nigga on this podcast, man. Stop it, man.
You're not.
I'm from poverty.
I'm the poorest nigga by far. I'm the poorest nigga by far.
Okay, let's argue. I drove a 1986 Toyota Corolla with one gray door and all the rest of it was tan when I was in high school. What you drove in high school?
I drove a 1982 Nissan 200X. No, swear to God. I swear to God.
You had a Jeep.
Nope. That was my sophomore year. My freshman, when I first got a car. It was a 1982 200 SX. It was with the frog lights. And it had no AC.
How you had a car in your freshman year?
My daddy was
17.
Nah, hell nah. My daddy was over driver's ed for the city.
Oh,
so I got my license.
So they let you get your license early? Get the fuck out of here.
Boy, sound jealous. That's the truth.
We gonna bend the rules for you.
That's what happened. I had a car like that.
There it is. It's probably a thing. Raj, what you was driving in high school?
Oh, I had a 2002 Ford Explorer Sport Track.
Fucking rich niggas. Tomas, what you was driving in school?
Hey, I'm gonna be real, and y'all can clown away, but my mom took me to school every fucking day.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying?
In high school? Did she walk you to class?
Yeah, high school, man. Baby blue.
She used to walk you to class?
Two-door Ford Escort, dog.
That's funny. I did see like that episode when they dropped you off to Independence, Kansas for season 3.
It's like
and your daddy came in there. Your daddy came in there.
Baby blue Ford Escort though.
Yeah.
And your daddy came in there and made the coach come get you because you was acting like a brat because you didn't want to go in there.
I can't unsee that, dude. You are Malik Henry. I'm putting a picture of Malik Henry on this fucking podcast cover because
here we go.
Because that's what we're doing, man. Let me tell y'all what burned my boudin this week, man. Look, something that burns my boudin every year. So I just might as well say it. Because it's that time of year. Back to school pics of first day. And you know what it is? It's not the back to school pics. I'm cool with you taking pictures of your kids. Actually, I think it's pretty cool. One of the cooler things I think is when they're little kids and they have like that little chalkboard shit. That's like first day of second grade. My teacher is Miss So-and-so. I want to be this when I grow up, this and that, whatever. And then you'll see, like, they'll post it, and they'll be like, okay, this is the second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade year iterations of that. I think that's pretty fucking cool. So I'm with that. What I don't like is the captions that's like, I can't even believe it. This her last first day of middle school. Like, that's a fucking landmark.
Hey, no. Some people don't make it some people don't make it past middle school, man.
You don't even know if that's her last first day.
What are you talking about?
This might be her next first day of. I mean, she might have a next first day of middle school.
She might be another having.
What you think? They drive away in 6th grade?
Yeah, they might bounce. You never know.
They drive to
Dusty Road.
They drive to school in 6th grade because they daddy is the is the driver's ed instructor.
Oh, it's a bunch of hating going on. Okay, I hear what's going on. It's a bunch of hating niggas on here.
Bunch of niggas who rode the bus and mama dropped them to school.
Who needs enemies when I got y'all?
I just want to say, as far as like adolescent plugs go, there ain't nothing like having your daddy as what it was, the driver's ed teacher.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
he wasn't a teacher, nigga. He was supervisor over for the whole city. Don't play my part.
Over the whole. So your daddy like with drivers at the director of driver's ed.
So your daddy could take you to school then. Guess what? My daddy used to take me and everybody to school, nigga. He was over school buses in the.
over school buses. That boy made all kind of money.
He was over school buses. Nah, fuck that. Nah, well, he was over he was over the school buses that were at our yard in our house.
I think in my life, one of the funniest stories I ever heard in my life was, Al, come to my house. Nah, I can't get there. Just take your daddy bus. I swear, you told me that story some years ago. Just take your daddy bus.
That bus it had served various purposes. Let's just say that it's kind of cool to have two school buses next door to your crib. That's all I'm gonna
dungeon
say.
School, but things just the dungeon, boy. Ooh, boy. I wish it's like a RV, basically a yellow RV. If you could find a way to connect it, but you could use the back seat. Oh,
that big long.
Mind blown.
In August, that thing ain't no good though, unless you start it up. You don't start it up in August. That thing hot, boy.
Man, it don't have to be on.
Yeah, just push your two fingers to close to bring the little windows down. Like you don't know how to put a school bus window down.
Ain't no breeze coming through there, man.
Man, you sleep. Don't worry about no breeze. You kidding me?
And then the thing is, to get in the school bus, if he closed the door a certain way, you can't open the door like to walk in the regular thing. You got to go in the back and turn the little hatch and hop up in the back. Like, so yeah, man. Anyway,
so you had plenty of time.
I knew all about school buses, architecture of school buses.
I'm telling you, Paul on you, man.
Los probably could have drove school buses like by what is it, junior year? CDL?
Yeah.
He had his CDL.
Los was a truck driver.
Nah, I ain't get my CDL. I ain't get my CDL till I was like 25, 26.
These niggas, boy. Anyway, I'm still not a fan of those back to school first day or third. Oh, this is her last first day of sophomore year. What? It don't make sense. I'm not a fan of it. Another thing that burns my boudin, man. People who don't feel the need to reset clocks after power failures.
Oh yeah, I burn you. I definitely
Who did that? People don't do that.
I mean, what's your stove look like right now?
I ain't never had a power failure in a while.
I mean, even at work, like the microwave, it'll say PF on it for like a week.
And so that's whose responsibility is it?
The first person who passes. The first.
Well, you obviously passed it. You might have been the first person.
No,
but did you say it when you got through doing it?
I said it.
Oh,
well then you're good. You was the first person then.
He said, "Who doesn't do that?"
Is that what the FP stand for? First person.
Stupid,
that's what it says on FP, huh? Your dyslexic ass. That's funny, dude. So you saying that people don't do that? No, I'm just gonna quietly disagree. That some people will pass by devices that are digital that have power failure or all zeros or the wrong time or whatever it is, and they won't set it. It's a thing. I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna say anybody's names, but it's some people do that.
Did you go to Los's house and he had that blinking 12? Definitely. I just gotta know.
I'll never set my microwave, and I won't. It would never have a time on there. I don't need it. I got 45 clocks.
Why you backtracking? Why are you doing it? It's all good.
Backtracking. I said I don't need it, nigga.
I don't need to know what time it is. I gotta watch.
It's always 12 o'clock in my book,
right?
on my microwave. It is.
Anyway, another thing that burned my boudin is this, and I was leaving out of town on Sunday. I left Sunday, So Saturday, I got a couple of things delivered to the crib. Shout out, if you haven't already knocked off one of them best friend weekend work uniforms, dude, what are you doing? Like everywhere I rock that thing too. People like I went to trivia night yesterday. The trivia people was up there like, oh, it must be best friend weekend. I see you got your uniform. Like the best friend weekend uniforms is gasoline. If you don't have one, get one. But I had a couple of orders for best friend weekend uniforms. They came in the mail along with a cannon, I think is what you call it, a picture cannon, where you put your poster boards and you can like roll up your architecture designs, whatever, and shit like that. I ordered one of those, and I had some shirts that came in, and a fucking package thief stole them off of my porch. So that burns my
For real?
Package thieves. I get Amazon shit all the time. So this is the thing.
Been watching you.
The thing is, I saw the picture on Amazon that they put that they had delivered it. But Amazon did not put that shit up against my door like most times it's done. Dude, I be getting Jordans here and all kind of shit, dog, and it's never an issue. These motherfuckers left this shit like on my steps. You know how my front door and everything is, Los. They left it way on my steps and not like up against the door. So the Ring doorbell didn't even pick up them delivering it. Like they didn't even go to the door to like ring the doorbell and be like, I got like this shit. Like nothing.
That boy just threw it up there and turned around.
And it was so far away from the front door that the motherfuckers just took it. I blame them. Yes, you shouldn't steal shit. But that's an opportunity crime. When you see it's damn near in my yard. Like just fucking packages sitting in my yard. And I don't know what they're going to do with them best friend weekend daddies. I guess they're going to rock them. And people going to be like, ooh.
Free.
Nah,
I guess
they might drop them back off.
You know?
Free publicity for the pod.
Free publicity,
what if they drop their bitch back off?
We got a couple of new listeners.
They gonna drop them back off at the house. My bad, I ain't want these.
I'm gonna see two little Mexican dudes cutting grass and washing cars in my neighborhood with their best friend weekend. That is what the fuck.
Here's the thing. If that's the two examples, I would much rather them wash cars with it because if they're washing other people's cars, at least it's for publicity. If they cut the grass,
you right.
That ain't nothing.
You right. The Edo Hand Car Wash. This podcast is brought to you by Edo Hand Car Wash. They need to be wearing best friend weekend daddies.
No
as
doubt.
As they washing cars. Off top. We need to. I got the patches. Yes. This is the thing. This is gonna happen. There's no way that this isn't gonna happen. I'll get them some Edo patches, but it's gonna say their name. Yeah, we'll get it popping. The Harris, you gotta work with us on it. It's a thing. But package thieves still like it blows my mind, dog, because I feel like Amazon's complicit in that by not putting the shit where it needs to go. The package thieves are responsible, but just the culture that we in, that a motherfucker, like, how does my Ring doorbells, they're responsible too. All these motherfuckers are responsible. Should order this shit and it should be able to be dropped off, man.
You know what? So instantly I'm thinking of a solution for you. You just need a door lock. You need a smart door lock. You need to hit up Amazon whenever they pull up, say, hey, here's the code, here's your code. Put my shit in my house. I don't know how you feel about that.
A little doggy door or some shit that they could slide that bitch in through this.
Oh, a doggy door. Yeah.
No, it's an Amazon door. An Amazon door.
An Amazon door.
Yeah, you unlock it, it'll open up, bloom, throw the package, lock it back, and slide down.
Oh yeah, I'll have just like a little fucking a big ass lockbox. Yeah, a big ass safe lockbox daddy, and give them the code and be like, put my shit in there and close it.
A little home PO box.
There you go. I think we got something. I think we on to some shit.
Or you can hire somebody to just stay at the house when your packages come. That's a whole lot better.
With a best friend weekend shirt on.
Just have a nigga there waiting. You out? No, he hired me though. I'm just waiting on.
And then he gotta stay out there with my package till I come home.
Yeah, like protected.
And he gotta have intruders.
Yeah, but he can't have a big gun because you don't like guns, so you gotta give him some pepper spray.
Something that makes sense. Like I think we're coming up with solutions to a problem, dude. Like we're solutions oriented at Best Friend Weekend. So yeah, that's the thing. The last thing that burned my boudin this week is the Little League World Series. Listen, I fucking love the Little League World Series. I don't want anybody to ever get that confused. The Little League World Series is the shit. I love like all these little bitty kids sitting there taking strikes. And like fucking, they're saying, "Oh, this is the NFL, the MLB equivalent of throwing 98 or 106 when this kid's throwing 60." I love it. I love all of that. I love the fact that every team's got like one big kid who's like 6'3", and he hits a home run, and they'll put his stats on the bottom.
5 home runs and a triple.
Yes. That's
with 2 at bats.
And then you watch it. You watch it and he hitting shit like off the handle of his bat is getting through the infield and he getting a double. Like, damn. No, like, that's, like, yeah. Anyway, I love the College World. I mean, the Little League World Series. But the two things I hate. One, that I think of myself as a pretty good baseball player when I was a kid. The fact that I don't feel like there was ever an avenue for us to be in the Little League World Series. Maybe I just don't know what the avenue was.
We didn't know.
But I know we played. I know I played City League ball. I know we played traveling ball. I know we played All-Stars against other cities. We would go, like I went out to Morgan City. We used to go to Lafayette. We went to Alexandria. We played a lot of baseball games against other teams in state from not in our local place, right after the season was over when we were on the All-Stars. And I always thought that that's how the Little League World Series worked. Like you made All-Stars and then your All-Star teams beat other All-Star teams and your All-Star team ended up representing the state and they won or some shit like that. But I just felt like we never had a shot to that. That's one reason why I hated the Burned His Boudin. But the other one really is that the way the brackets are set up, it's like the U.S. teams play against each other and then there's a champion. And then the whole rest of the fucking world plays against each other and there's a champion. And then they play against each other and that's the champion, which is fucking stupid. Like, I would like to see a real fair bracket where North Korea play against Louisiana and fucking Curacao play against, you know what I mean, Oklahoma City or whatever it is. Like, that's hey, I don't like that. I think that's unfair that the whole rest of the world gets to compete for one spot against the U.S. playing against each other, and I think that's
let me wait. Hold on. Let me ask you this. So let's not forget that them teams outside of the U.S. are fire, and it's not just one. It's not just Japan.
You're right.
But it's like Chinese Taipei. Dominican Republic, Mexico, like Curacao. These teams, man, I honestly think that we probably wouldn't have a survivor. I think them teams would whip the United States ass throughout
it's
the
worth
tournament.
it. I want to see it though.
Versus, but how you do that? So you send them all to
so this is what you do.
That's all in different places in the world.
I know the solution. I just thought about it. I know the solution. We play our Little League World Series like regular, like the shit we watching, because like Williamsport shit, we watch it. We root for our little states, whatever. Whoever wins, then when the shit's over, we take like Monet Davis. We let her pitch. And we get all the big 6'3" niggas who go 6 for 6 with 5 home runs, and we put the US, and that's the USA team.
That's the dream team. The dream team.
Yeah, that's the USA team.
I didn't think about that, but hold on. So the Chinese team that won is the Chinese team that won the Little League World Series. It's not the entire country of China. I don't believe, huh?
I guess you're probably right. It's not like the best team from the local province who won the tournament. It's probably their all-star team of China.
But they kidnap them kids. Them kids probably they don't go to school. They probably stay on campus and learn number baseball. All you know what I'm saying? Chinese don't play about sports, nigga. They will kidnap your ass. If you could sew, you making Jordans. If you could throw a baseball, bitch, you fucking making you playing baseball until you die. That's what you doing. Until your arm fall off. Them nigga China don't play about that sports shit. If you can flip, your child can flip. Thank you. That's our child now. We appreciate that. Your child is going to the Olympic camp. You just won't see your child no fucking more. Your child can cook. Appreciate it. We take them to top shelf.
Nigga making sushi at the grocery store for the rest.
Yeah, your child don't belong to you no more. That's just how they do. China don't play about that.
Your child can do nails? Come on.
Your child, Hey. Hey, we got your child is with a franchise in nail salons.
Okay. I'm done. I'm done before this goes too far left because I know they got 4 more examples y'all about to say that aren't endorsed by this podcast. Okay,
and he was just about to come on my and did a good job.
Yeah, but no, you're dead ass correct though, Raj, about how I think it's the all-star team from all of these countries. So, but I think we put the dope ass big kid all-star team from the United States. We kicking ass.
No doubt. But what I'm saying is,
solo home runs.
Literally.
15.
I just want to know. I want to know if them teams that's on the right side of the bracket. I got the bracket up right now. By the way, shout out to River Ridge, Louisiana. They represent the Southwest in the Little League World Series.
Shout out. I saw them beat Texas. I saw that game.
Yeah, they never lost. They haven't lost a game yet.
Never lost.
Laval ball.
Never.
But you know, I just wonder if the team from the Caribbean who just beat Australia 11-0 is the entire Caribbean, or if that's the team.
That's Curacao.
That's nice.
I think so.
Nah,
I'm pretty sure it's Curacao.
They get everybody out there. They ain't got time to be playing all them games. They ain't got no place to play.
I might be wrong about that. They might be like Puerto Rico or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's Curacao. It's the Paboa Little League.
It's Curacao.
Curacao.
I watched their little tournament too. It was like them playing against Cuba, because Cuba had their first team ever in the shit, and Cuba got that ass. Curacao beat that ass. There was some big kids out there. But yeah, they take your kids
too.
Yeah, they take your kids. They was selling cigars.
You ain't seen it?
Shut up, dude. They actually, they came to the game in like some old 1950s cars. Did you know that like all of the shit in Cuba is like 1950s?
Yeah.
Anyway,
and they don't have cell phones. They know what the internet is out there.
It was a 1950s bus that they was all on, like one of them old Bad News Bears joints. They came to the game. Leave Cuba alone, man. Them boys acquitted themselves well. Hey, man, we got like maybe one or two major stories we want to talk about. We really was just talking shit with y'all this week. Raj, I'm sorry you. I know I'm gonna apologize that you missed the 2-hour marathon podcast we did last week. The top 20 rappers of all time list. If you get a chance, go ahead and check that out, Raj. Tomas, you could go check that out too, man. It was some controversy. I got some people was ready to argue with our list. And we still haven't posted like online, like, look, this is our list. It's pretty much been for the people who listen, but it was a little special midweek drop for everybody. Sorry you missed that. Raj, right off the top of your head. Tomas, right off the top of your head, top 5 rappers dead or alive.
Oof. Man.
While y'all thinking, me and Los, I can tell you what me and Los was our top 5 list when we did the podcast. If you haven't already listened to it.
Yours.
Our top 5 lists were Los came in with at number 5. Oh, your shit was all out of order. You had little numbers next to it. That's crazy. That's brazy, bro. I don't even see who your number 5 was, Los. Oh, Tupac was his 5.
Got it. 5 Tupac, 4 Andre 3000, 3 Eminem, 2 Lil Wayne, 1 Jay-Z.
All right. That was his top 5. And my top 5 dead or alive was Bun B at 5, Tupac at 4, Drake at 3, Lil Wayne at 2, and Snoop Dogg as the best rapper ever. And we had a lot of interesting discussion based upon.
Hey, that was fun, man. That was fun.
Yeah, it was. I'm
gonna go with Dylan.
Hey, you late? We already got that one.
Shut up, Los.
We already got that one.
Nah, I mean Jay-Z for me for sure. He's got to be top 1, top 2. But Eminem, I'm gonna go with Andre as well. Andre 3000. Man, this is tough, bro.
Bubba Sparks. Don't forget Bubba Sparks.
Don't forget Bubba Sparks.
I'm a pass on that one, but that's what's up.
Paul Wall, Mike Jones. Most Def, okay. You seen Bay? I got you. Most Def.
One of the newcomers, Joel Ortiz. He's fire. So.
What you mean newcomers?
Man.
Wow, he said Joel Ortiz.
Most people don't know about Joel Ortiz.
Joel Ortiz is like Joe
65
Budden.
years old, boy.
Wow, he put Joe Budden in his top 5
you
just
ask
now.
Most people, they don't know about Joel, though.
Wow, that dude just put Joe Budden in his top 5 dead.
Hey, you be watching YouTube battles, huh?
Joel Ortiz.
Who's Joe? What is Joe Budden? I don't understand.
Well, no.
Is that the same person?
Yeah, I watched
a different person.
Well, they're in the same super group, Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just had we talked about Joel Ortiz. His name came up on that podcast. So it was an interesting podcast conversation. Yeah, he didn't make anybody's list, but we did talk about it. So there you go. What's your top 5, Raj? Who you got in there?
I'm gonna throw Andre 3 Stacks in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw my man J. Cole in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw Biggie,
Justin Bieber.
Who said Iggy Azalea? Shout out.
So y'all niggas already did the podcast. Y'all just want to clown now. Like
Miley Cyrus. They got Miley Cyrus in there.
Bars. Chris Brown for that one verse on that song, dog.
I guess I gotta throw Eminem in there. I don't want to throw Eminem in there, but you know, that man did make Papa Doc look bad, so I'll throw that in there.
Fucking Papa Doc, fuck
really go ham on the whole. You know, I forgot the name.
Free World on the whole Free World.
Ham on the Free World, yeah. So you know, I thought the Free World was fire. And he was Eminem is way better than the entire Free World. Hey, the Free World.
Little known fact, Papa Doc, I don't think rapped at all in that movie, did he?
Nah, he choked, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think I ever heard Papa Doc spit a bar that whole movie, dude.
He did.
Nah, not that I remember.
His real name's Clarence.
So basically, Papa Doc became a superhero after that.
So
he took
he
that
did right.
Well.
He did right.
He put him on the straight and narrow. I don't really know. I like to name like a dude like I don't think I know one, or let's say I don't think I know 4 Nas songs, but that's what everybody else says. So I'm gonna throw Nas on the
Nas X.
Lil Nas X? Okay, good shit, Raj. I'm happy you're able to
equal
stand
opportunity.
up
I like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey,
I'm happy that you're able to, be supportive.
Frank Ocean, I'm proud of you, my brother.
Lil Nas X.
Murder was the case that they gave you.
You said DMX? You said Lil Nas X? There you go. Okay, I got you. Y'all silly. Cool. But okay, anyway, good list. We definitely, I'm slacking with my pimping with this. I'm going to post all of our lists from myself, Just Devon, Carlton Banks, and CAP.
Nah, make him go listen. Make him go listen to it.
Yeah, but the list is always cool because people are going to chime in because lists make people chime in. So I'm going to throw them up as well. We've given them a couple days to check out the pod. And then, you know, that pod went 1 hour and 50 minutes. It got a lot deeper than just, man. And we want to start doing our top 20 everything. Like, we just for the fuck of it. Like, our top 20 female rappers with Lauryn Hill, Iggy Azalea. And like you just said, like, you know, Lil Mama was up in the top 5, you know, that type of thing. And
who just said?
What you said?
Like who just said?
Like the boy said Lil Mama was top 3 dead or alive for women, dog. Okay, but anyway, nothing. And
lip gloss popping was a classic.
Was popping. It's better than like she's the female equivalent of Joe Budden. Had bars.
Calm down.
And she's a media personality. Bars.
Joy Ortiz of the women's shit.
Joy Ortiz of the women's shit is Lil Mama. So we gotta drop that. So every list we're gonna drop is to troll though, right? It's gonna be like top 20 porn stars.
Say that.
It'll be like Luscious Lips and and Cherokee the Ass, and then number 3 is gonna be like Mimi Faust. Somebody who was poo.
Number 3 is Black China. Black China.
There you go. Number 3 of all time ever. Yeah.
Malaya Michael. Am I on par yet?
No, it gotta be. Yeah,
relax,
maybe.
Brother.
But Malaya gotta like smash something on film for us to even get it on the list. So if you're listening, Malaya, you got work to do. So the big story we wanted to talk about this week was Jay-Z in the NFL, man. So I'm just gonna run it real quick. I'm gonna give y'all some of the highlights, the crash course and what happened, and then you guys, then we'll talk about it, man. So Jay-Z and the NFL Commissioner Robert Goodell had a meeting at the Roc Nation offices in NYC recently about their partnership. And basically there's a partnership that Roc Nation is going to significantly have power in choosing the performers for the NFL's signature events, including Super Bowl halftime show. And he said he was also going to augment the NFL's social justice initiatives by developing content in spaces where players can speak about the issues that concern them, right? So, you know, Jay-Z's saying all of this like a couple of weeks ago, not even a couple of weeks ago on What Ape Shit, he said, I don't need the NFL. I'm not doing the halftime show. I don't know the lyrics, you know, we selling out stadiums too. You know the lyrics. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Once I said no to the Super Bowl, you don't need me, I need you. Every night we in the end zone. Tell the NFL we in stadiums too. So yeah, that. So that happened, and it's a bunch going on. So when they had their press conference, the majority of everyone asking them questions was like, so what about Kaepernick? Mm-hmm. So, like, what y'all doing about Kaepernick? Like, I get that y'all doing this Jay-Z shit, and that shit's cool, but what about Kaepernick? So that was a whole bunch. Jay-Z said, I talked to Kaepernick. Kaepernick's old lady fired back and was like, nope, he didn't talk to me. I mean, he didn't talk to Cap, and if they did talk, it was like a beefed out conversation. Holmes went on to say, we forget that Colin's whole thing was to bring attention to social injustice. In that case, this is a success. This is the next phase. There are two parts of protesting. You go outside and you protest, and then the company or the individual says, I hear you. What do we do next? For me, it's like action, an actionable item. What are we going to do with it? Everyone heard. We hear what you're saying, and everybody knows I agree with what you're saying in Kaepernick's underlying message. So what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Help millions of people. Or we get stuck on Colin not having a job. That was like his quote unquote, right? Hold up. I'm flowing right now. So Eric Reed came back and was like, because you know Eric Reed is always like with the shits. Eric Reed said, these things aren't mutually exclusive. They can both happen at the same time. It looks like your goal was to make millions and millions of dollars by assisting the NFL in burying Colin's career. And he said, you and some others seem to be misunderstood that we had no beef with the NFL until they started perpetuating the systematic oppression and we are fighting by blackballing Colin and then me. Nah, I won't quit playing, but I'll be a royal pain in the NFL's ass for acting like they care about people of color by forming numerous disingenuous partnerships to address social injustice while collectively blackballing Colin, the person who brought oppression and social injustice to the forefront of the NFL platform. Yeah, Eric Reed got in their fucking shit. And then I saw this good quote from a chick named Amber Kuntz. She said, quote unquote, after Miss Parks and Dr. King called for a boycott, Jay-Z and Rock Nation struck a deal with the Metro to play colored music on the buses. I think we passed walking. I think it's time for some action, Jay-Z said. So yeah, it's a lot of schools of thoughts. I'm gonna tell you some different people's opinions. But Los, I see you chomping at the bits. What is your initial?
No, go ahead, man. I'm listening.
No, go ahead.
I mean, at first reaction, man, just not reading too much on it. I'm like, damn, Jigga. Like, you should have said no comment or something, my nigga. Like, you gonna go and get out with Master after he done took your homeboy wife and raped her? Like, killed your homeboy and whipped him outside in front of everybody? And you gonna go in there and strike a deal with him like that, dog? Like, come on, man. I wanted Jigga to be better than that. I didn't want, at least wear the shoes. At least wear Kaepernick's shoes or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just wear a jersey or something, dog. God damn.
OG Tomas, what you got to say about this?
Man, I'm kind of torn right now. Like, I definitely see what he's trying to do. I mean, I don't know the exact lyric, but it was like, he said something about don't sell dope at your mama's house, buy the block or something like that your mama lives on. So to me, it's kind of in that same ballpark. But, Cap has been the image that everybody thinks about with this whole oppression thing with the NFL. So to not kind of loop him in or even acknowledge it to that degree, it's a little disappointing because I'm a big Jigga fan for real. Yeah. But I'm kind of torn, man. I don't know.
That's your number one rapper of all time, and that's how you acting.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not sure how long has Kaepernick been out the league?
I think 3 years.
That man can't play football no more. But I think you got to say something. You got to say something. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he need no job. I don't want Jigga to come get the nigga no job. I don't think he can play football no more. Because when he was there, he got bent. Anyway, I'm just saying. I think I don't think that man can play football no more. But I think you got to at least wear his jersey or something. Though. That's all I'm saying. I don't think he should be like, I'm not talking to y'all unless Kaepernick has a job. I don't think
Los, but this is what we're referring to. You was killing it on the humor part of the podcast, and you usually do. But this is the serious part here. What's your serious opinion? Because right now you keep saying wear that man shoes and wear that man jersey. No, but for real, like I mean, I get what you're saying from that. But on some real shit, like it's kind of like stabbing the movement in the back. It's a lot of people, and I can see how people would look at it that way. Like, damn, everybody was on the side of Kaepernick, and you sounded like you was the main one. He told he got on Travis Scott ass last year, him and Meek Mill for performing at the Super Bowl, and now all of a sudden he fucking with them boys because it's in his best interest, right? Like, but last year it wasn't good for them boys. You know what I mean?
And then my thing is, you're gonna create a platform so NFL players can say what they Like, so you gonna have a what they call that box at the store? A complaint box now?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna have
funny.
You gonna have a complaint box now?
That's complaint box.
Like, come on, man.
Actually, they said I'm reading it right now. Like, it's under that same article. It says that each NFL locker room is going to have 2 big ass boxes outside. One is a complaint box, and one is a box to drop off Amazon stuff with a code on it. And so yeah, both of those things are good. They're both mutually exclusive. But I mean, I look at this shit. Go ahead.
Let me pose a question. If let's just say if this happened, Jay-Z's doing the Super Bowl, like that was the news. Like, let's say if we all 4 of us caught the news, Jay-Z is doing the Super Bowl, would that have been your first thought?
That he sold out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. So I want to give you my take. I don't agree with that at all.
Unless Kaepernick rapped the second verse.
No, I'm not worried. Like, so honestly, like I kind of feel like this is along the same vein of how they felt about Malcolm Jenkins. Like, maybe I don't like, you know, I'm cool with the movement and everything with what Kaepernick's doing, but is he big enough to really like push it through? Jay-Z is. So like I think Jay-Z's doing a lot.
But what is he pushing through though? What is he pushing through?
That is a real question, Raj.
He ain't pushing shit through but a complaint box. That man said he would have a platform where NFL players would be able to speak their grievances or whatever they care about. That's a complaint box, man. He ain't never said you can stand up here like NBA people do. They protest at the games when the kids got shot, or Trayvon Martin and all that type of stuff. They have that during the games on live television, bro. True. They're not doing that in football. That man said we'll have somewhere, we'll put it in the side room, in the back, behind the water fountain, where y'all can just say what y'all got to say.
I think that there's a bunch of ways that I don't think Colin Kaepernick's way was the only way to go about doing it. I mean, shit, they could have rioted, you know. But I think there's other things that could be done, and maybe Jay-Z has a plan for that, and it might work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and would it? Let me ask you this: what did Kaepernick do other than bring awareness to it? So like, that's great, but what did it do? He's out the league. Like, all we're gonna do is just say, hey, you can't play.
I really want to address that, and this is what this is all I'm gonna say. It's like they did some racist shit at your job, Raj, and they fired you from your job, and you go on social media and you air them out, and everybody's like, yeah, they're right. And that company just does not want to give you a job again. They don't want to work with you, and they like just standing on some Roger's not good at his job, but everybody knows it's some racist shit because you spoke out, whatever. And then they hire another little black dude boy. Some other black dude just comes in, and he like, oh well, we're gonna get him to start working here, and he gonna be like, oh, now we didn't do nothing wrong because look, we're working with this guy. So the bigger issue that is the fact that they got rid of you and they still blackballing you out of something that you want to do. But now they like, okay, we're going to switch focus because we got Jay-Z. And it kind of like lets them off the hook to me. And I don't know if that analogy is perfect. But that's kind of how I feel.
It wasn't a good analogy, but close enough.
Yeah. I get where you're going. I smell what you're stepping in. But I just think Jay-Z just became a billionaire. Like literally just became a billionaire. I think that there's just different people we talking about.
You said Jay-Z's wife just became a billionaire? Go ahead.
Cool, then. Yeah, I mean, which you know, like the shit. I mean, that's his wife. Like, he
so
got
that makes you
two with her.
So if he got a divorce, she be paying him alimony.
Jay-Z a white man now. You saying Jay-Z a white man now because he came a billionaire?
I'm just saying. Jay-Z is like fucking Kevin Federline is what I'm saying. So
that boy a white man now.
Jay-Z's not Kevin Federline. You see that?
Nah, relax. That's too far.
I'm just saying.
That's too far.
Go ahead. Okay.
No, that's too far.
All I'm saying is that man is just a different person. Like this, this ain't this
white
ain't,
man
to me.
now.
This like, no. Why you keep saying that?
I don't know.
What you acting like?
I don't know. He's talking about who is a white man? Jay-Z?
Jay-Z a white man now. He said
I don't know the white man analogy, but Raj,
he just said he a billionaire. He can go in and whatever. Go ahead.
I mean, you don't think? I mean, I just think money talks. I think money in that industry, money obviously talks, and I just don't think that. And I'm being realistic about it, that Colin Kaepernick is big enough now. Like, he out the league, and they got him out of the league. And then so what Jay-Z supposed to do? Nah, I'm not doing it unless y'all let Jay-Z back in the league. And then, I mean, unless y'all let Colin Kaepernick back in the league. And all they're going to say is, all right, well, cool, we just going to get the hoop.
No, but yes, he can do that. You saying he's big enough? Like, he's big enough to big up his brother. That's his lyrics, right? That's definitely a Jay-Z lyric.
That was a good one.
Like, well, big up your brother if you are that big.
When you say money talks, Jay-Z he not about to get a league no money. So what? His money not talk. You saying money talk? That's what you said. Money talks. You didn't say
I'm not
that.
talking about Jay-Z giving the NFL money. I'm talking about the allure of Jay-Z, and I think money just comes along with that. So all I'm saying is, I don't think I think Jay-Z's big enough to make a difference. Is what I'm saying. And, and at this point, I don't think Colin Kaepernick is.
So I'm gonna strongly rebut what you're saying in this way, right? This is all I got. I'm not about to beat a dead horse. A lot of people online have very strong opinions on this. The people who are in the Colin Kaepernick, the NFL is wrong. The NFL is wild for that Colin Kaepernick shit. Boycott the NFL per se. You know what I mean? Maybe physically, maybe not watching NFL, or maybe just kind of like, I'm cool on a lot of that extra NFL shit. Those people, Jay-Z aligning with the NFL is not going to make them be like, oh, the NFL's doing good shit. They're going to be like, Jay-Z's selling out. Because reading the story and reading everything, Jay-Z keeps talking about, all of his quotes are about how it's businessmen making these, and we made a business thing, and we made a business relationship. And he just sounds like he's part of this good old boys network that's having a conversation with other billionaires. And I mean, maybe there's going to be some impactful change in regards to people expressing themselves. But I just think that most people who already feel like Colin Kaepernick was wrong by the NFL are not going to look at this and say, oh, well, okay, look, the NFL's doing better. Look, they working with Jay-Z. No, they're going to look at it like Jay-Z fucking is not trying to take care of Kaepernick. That's just the way I see it. But I could be wrong. I don't require, me personally, and as a person who does side with Colin Kaepernick, I don't require Jay-Z to take care of Colin Kaepernick. I don't need him to take care of Colin Kaepernick. Like, I think Colin Kaepernick did his job. I think like he's gonna go down. To me, whenever I think about my African American history book, or the African American section of my history book, and I see like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and everybody of the like, I see Colin Kaepernick being there at one point in time just for standing up for his rights. I feel like that's what I learned about. I don't think that man was big enough. I think Jay-Z is big enough. Like I think Jay-Z is big enough, and if people don't get behind him, then that's cool. Like just don't get behind him. But I still think he can make a difference. Like if you decide that what Jay-Z is doing is a sellout, then that's a personal choice. I got you.
That's how I feel about. I think that those people shouldn't think like that. They should say, okay, let's try something different. So let's.
Our homeboy Jamin of the Black Coffee Company said, so much on this world, so much is going on in this world, but y'all big mad at Rock Nation Sports for doing a deal with the NFL. Listen, the good old boy NFL Owners Club said they ain't hiring Colin Kaepernick. This leaves us three options. A, get over it. B, protest and boycott. Or C, we can infiltrate and co-opt. In my opinion, the man who has a history of using his rap dollars to shine a light on injustices and to serve the innocent deserves our patience to see how this plays out. So there are people of the mind that Jay-Z is not stupid and he's not doing this in just a frivolous way. But, you know, when you get farther removed from the block, you can question people's allegiances to the struggle. And it's like fair. It's fair.
I don't want to think that. I see what you're saying, but I don't want to think that. I just don't. I guess we had a time will tell. I guess time will tell.
And that's the thing. So why not assume that he has good intentions? Why assume? Because
it looked crazy.
Because Raj, I think you.
I don't think it looks crazy.
Well, I think you're underestimating people's verbatim like words. The struggle is Colin Kaepernick, and Colin Kaepernick by extension is Eric Reed. And if Eric Reed and Colin Kaepernick by extension, and Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend by extension, are coming out and saying it was a very contentious conversation between Colin and Jay-Z, like that didn't go well at all, and Kaepernick and Eric Reed's coming out with his whole statement as far as how they feel about it. You kind of have to listen to the people who are at the heart of the struggle saying how they feel about it, and you can't. And if they're asking me to choose sides, at a point it's fair to question what Jay-Z's motives were. Questioning and thinking it's in stone are two different things. It's fair to question.
So I think it's cool to question cautiously. I think it's cool to be cautious in the situation. Like, let me just kind of watch and play it out. But I don't think it's cool to just go off on a tangent. I also think it's a little eerie. Like, to me, if Eric Reed wasn't in the league, Like, I honestly think if he with the shits, he not doing enough. Like, get out of the league, do something. If you making, how are you making it uncomfortable for the league? Like, what actually is he doing to make it
bitching?
Wow,
bitching all the time, and helmet to helmet contacting.
He don't give a damn.
Fucking hurting other black men.
Black on black crime.
When they come across
black on black crime in the league.
my point exactly.
That is
so
what
I don't think he's doing enough to not be in the league.
Being a light skinned defender. Listen. Okay. So I mean, it's a whole bunch of things, man. It's a very interesting story. So I mean, if y'all aren't keeping up with it, y'all should keep up with that. Check that out. See where this goes, because I think it's not the last time we're gonna hear about this Jay-Z and the NFL thing. It's gonna come back around. But the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, and I know Los, you speak, even jokes, you said a little truth. A lot of people believe that Colin can't play no more because he's been out of the league for a long time. However, Colin Kaepernick is good enough to be on somebody's practice squad in the preseason, trying to, like, playing right now against for somebody, and then seeing.
I would love to see what he got, though. I mean,
everybody would love to see if he could still play. I think that's like.
I got a question. I want to ask this question, controversial question. I really want to ask this, though.
All right.
If Colin Kaepernick was a receiver, would he be in the league?
That's a good question. Probably so.
Okay.
Probably so, yeah.
I would disagree.
You don't think he'd be in the league?
It's easier to get rid of
somebody. He'd be in the league based off of... So if we're looking at what transpired with being a martyr and all that, I think, honestly, he's been blackballed. There's quarterbacks in the league who are getting a paycheck and are trash. And he is... way better than these cats.
I just want to know.
It's a different position.
And even
if it's a different position when you're playing quarterback, you're the face of that team.
Detrimental to any organization, because that's how they view him. Because people are going to boycott. People are, I'm gonna just throw it out there. White people are going to be upset that your team, my home team, signed this dude who's obviously against the military, against the flag and all that, whatever. You know what I mean? So there's too much money to lose. So it doesn't matter what position he play. It don't matter if he's on the practice squad. I'm not affiliating with that anymore. And I think that's how they would view it.
I think I definitely agree with you because of what you said, Rod. You said if he played, it doesn't matter what he plays, the position. It matters the role he ended up taking on. And the role he ended up taking on was the face of the movement. So if he was a receiver, or if he was a defensive end, or if he was a fucking kicker, if he was, since he became the face of the movement and the person who was on like the front of the magazines and everything, that same kind of hoopla is going to go with him no matter what position he played. I mean, now we can have the argument that he only became the face because he was the quarterback. Absolutely. I don't think, absolutely.
If he was a receiver, he'd still been in the league. He'd have been good, because you got to realize the quarterback, that's who everybody's looking to on the team.
I don't even think you heard. I don't even think you listened to me. I don't even think you heard anything.
I heard you. But I'm telling you. I think it. Go ahead.
So look. So this is opinion. This is an opinion, right? Like these are all opinions that we're having, right? I disagree. I really think that at one point in time, Eric Reed was blackballed out of the league until a team needed him. I don't think that there's a team in the league right now, especially with the state of the quarterback position, that needs Colin Kaepernick. I don't think that there's a team in the league that needs Colin Kaepernick. And I think that that's part of it. I don't think that's the whole thing. But I just disagree with y'all. I think that if he was a receiver, I think if he played any other position, if he was an offensive lineman, maybe not necessarily a kicker, because that's wild. But I think offensive lineman, any skill position, defensive lineman, I think that he's in the league.
But you got Nathan Peterman. Now fact check me. Nathan Peterman has a job.
No doubt, but I mean, why do I need Colin Kaepernick as my backup quarterback? Like that falls into it.
Your point is there's so many places that we can go and invalidate that point. Nathan Peterman wasn't a backup quarterback. He started in fucking games last season. So there was a time when somebody needed Colin Kaepernick. That when Blake Bortles fucking ran the Jaguars AFC Championship squad into the dirt, there was a need for Colin Kaepernick. You saying that there hasn't ever been a need, and if he was a receiver, there would be a need. I just don't think that that's. And once again, we're just saying it's all opinion based. And like Los, I'm not diving into what you're saying, but the point I was just saying was he became the face of the movement because he was a quarterback, and I agree with y'all on that. Yes. So my thing is that wouldn't like.
Go ahead.
But that's why he became it. But if he became the face of the movement at any other position, they still want to cut off the head. They still want to shoot Dr. King. You know what I mean? Okay. They still don't want the lead.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I just feel like I want to point this out. Like, I think that Colin Kaepernick was great at one point in his career. I'm just looking at his records. Past 2 seasons, 2-6, 1-10. So, and
he had better stats than Blaine Gabbert on the same team when he was 2-6.
Absolutely.
He had
but
the
I just
same
don't necessarily.
Stats okay, go ahead. My bad.
The thing is, to me, like, I think at the point that he got to in his career, I think that definitely he could be in the league. 100%. I think he's one of the best 30 quarterbacks in the world right now. I agree with you, but I don't think that he's I don't think that he's in the top 20. Like, I think there's 20 quarterbacks better than Colin Kaepernick, and I think once you get to the 20 to 10, then it's a crapshoot.
Yeah, I want Lamar Jackson more than I want Colin Kaepernick. Fair enough.
Oh, that don't matter. Duh.
So all that to say, yes, I think that there's a place in the league for him for sure, but I don't think that there's a concrete place in the league for him right now. I think he would still be in the league as a quarterback if he didn't decide to kneel. I stand with that. But I think if he was in a different position and he was kind of, he had some skill set, but his stats started to diminish. I think he'd still be in the league. I think he'd still get a shot.
I think you're right. So, speaking of blackballing, so Wesley Pipes was in the news. Okay, no.
Wesley Pipes. That's a nice little segue right there.
Nah, speaking of blackballing, why my favorite basketball player? I've come a long way to this opinion. And like at a point, I used to tell people, hey, man, I like to try to hoop like I'm Draymond Green. Then when I felt like a couple years ago I had a little jump or two with it, I tell niggas, nah, I'm really like Boogie Cousins out here. I'm like a point center on you fucking boys. Now my favorite basketball player to emulate and my favorite basketball player to watch is Carmelo Anthony. Why can't he get a goddamn job? Why can't he be on the USA basketball team? Specifically,
because he kneeled.
Why can't he be on the USA basketball team?
He kneeled doing it. He wore a Colin Kaepernick jersey.
What's wrong with my boy Melo? Raj, you be on the sports all the time. Why Melo not in? Why they not giving him a shot to do shit?
I need to pull up Carmelo's age. So Carmelo Anthony is 35 years old. Okay. That's not a spring chicken
at all. Okay.
I still think that there's a place, like I said about Colin Kaepernick, for Carmelo Anthony on the end of somebody's bench. But why would I pay Okay, then let's say in someone's rotation. I'm sorry. I'm glad you corrected me, Los. In someone's rotation, there is a place for Carmelo Anthony, but I don't think I would pay Carmelo Anthony either.
But you keep saying
you ain't got to pay him shit.
Do you know
that boy league? That boy got $200-something million in way over $200-something million.
I can't hear both of y'all.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Well, I had stopped talking, but I get it. It was cute. It was a cute little try to come back. But whatever, we're both making the same point, so you should have just ran with that. That like, if you could pay Kyle Korver for not playing no fucking defense and just shoot, if you could pay Mike Miller till he was fucking 30.
Vince Carter, 55 years old.
Man, like they have people who his Vince Carter played too. He don't just be on the bench.
Play. No, Vince Carter play.
I don't know, man. I get that.
So all right, cool. So
no points when
Vince Carter
I love Melo. And I'm standing for Melo right now.
So I'm not.
They're gonna push out the league.
Vince Carter right now has accepted a role that's very, very acceptable. Vince Carter's not trying to be the star on anybody's team. He's actually wanting to just be a mentor. I'll take Vince Carter as a mentor. I'll take Carmelo as a mentor, but I don't think he wants that role. I don't know if he wants that. I don't know what he wants, but it just doesn't seem like it.
So just say that then. Just say that when he said, I'm not coming off the bench, that y'all just still holding that against him. When he said,
exactly.
When he told Paul George, hey, P, they say I'm coming off the bench. When he said that shit, like from then on, it was like he's not a team player. He's never going to come off the bench. When the last time somebody asked him
that, if he would have accepted
the other
that
day,
role,
like a month ago,
if he would have accepted a 6-man role at that point in his career, which was the best option for him, I don't know if we all agree with that, but that's what I agree with. I think that at that point when he was with the Oklahoma City Thunder, he was a 6-man. Mm-hmm. That's what he should have been. He got the profile of a 6-man. Like, he versatile, he shoots a lot, high energy off the bench, run the second unit. That's what he should have did. I think he, in my opinion, blackballed himself out of the league. And not because I think he's not a team player, but because I just don't want that. I don't want a 35-year-old when I can go get a 21-year-old that's way cheaper. That's gonna play hard for me.
That man went on First Take. I think it was First Take with Stephen A. Smith, and said that his understanding when he was starting, nobody ever said anything to him about coming off no bench or coming off the pine at all. His understanding was when they discussed him coming there, that he was starting. He said if they would have came and told him that beforehand, it wouldn't have been no problem. He'd be like, yeah, they explained the situation to him, and it made sense. He said he would have came out the bench with no problem, dog. I think that.
So in Oklahoma City, he started 78 games. He started 78 games.
I don't want to get into a deep down. I really don't want to have a deep down conversation on
that boy should be playing
statistics and all the rest of that shit. That's another podcast for another time. We can talk sports on another podcast. What I'm just saying is, like, you can make this argument without it being like the stat that you made that I think makes sense. You're saying he's old, okay? But the stat that I'm kicking back at is that you're kind of saying that why I'm gonna pay him. You're acting like you know his salary demands and you know his playing time demands currently right now at this moment. Like, I think you're going off of something that you assume he's going to demand a salary or assume he's going to demand like a certain amount of time on the court. But we don't know that at this point. And that's why I'm saying I think they're blackballing him, to me. I mean, I
just don't think that there's any reason to blackball Carmelo Anthony. He didn't do anything that Colin Kaepernick did. I just don't think. I don't know. Like, damn. I honestly don't think
Colin did something.
I get your point.
Yeah, I just don't think he did anything to blackball. I think that he just don't fit. He just don't fit. Like, he's just not there. Like, he done.
I want him on Team USA with De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Middleton, PJ Tucker, and Brooke Lopez. Your starting five for the Team USA basketball team.
Yeah. I'd take all those dudes over Carmelo Anthony, straight up.
Wow.
I'm taking Carmelo over PJ Tucker. Stop that. And Brooke Lopez.
Sure. I would co-sign on that.
I'm not taking him over PJ Tucker.
Especially Olympic basketball, Melo. Are you kidding me?
I'm not. I love Carmelo Anthony's my favorite USA basketball player of all time, but he's 35 years old. I'm not taking him.
That don't mean
PJ Tucker not just young.
But PJ Tucker 33. PJ Tucker serves a purpose. Like, PJ Tucker has a niche.
Threes? Oh, I thought his
hard
purpose
defense.
Was, right.
And
small
ball
and kicks.
The Sneaker King.
And fly outfits that he too big for.
The Aldo special.
But I don't necessarily need. I don't need Carmelo Anthony. I don't need. It would be cool to be. Okay, all right.
Okay, was he better than Brooke Lopez? Can we put him on there? Can we put him on there at center? Put PJ at center. And put PJ at center and put Melo in there for Brooke Lopez and let him play the 4.
No, I like Brooke Lopez. If anybody, I'm dropping PJ Tucker.
Or PJ Tucker could come. Or Melo could come off the bench as the 6th man, like you've been saying. But at least let him get on the fucking team. They don't want him on the team.
I just like to know that he wants to be there. If I can hear somebody say, or if I can hear Carmelo Anthony say, I called Jerry Colangelo, I want to play on the USA basketball team, they didn't let me. Then I would be like,
dog, that's what's been the news report for the last 3 weeks. No. Yes.
Nope. So Carmelo Anthony came out and said, I want to play for USA, and they told me no. That did not happen.
What am I reading? Am I reading bullshit? I don't have the quote.
That man a kite, man.
Yeah, man. He said you know how NBA players do it. They don't want to fucking have their name attached to it, but he said it. Hey, man, tell him boys.
Man a kite. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a thing.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I don't know either.
You don't know? Okay, cool. I don't either.
Listen, August 8th, USA Basketball denies Carmelo Anthony's request to join FIBA World Basketball roster, dog. Like, this is the headline on USA Today. I know I'm not making this shit up. I love Carmelo, Colangelo said. He made a great contribution. He was a very good international player. But for where we are now and what we're doing, that conceivably could have been a distraction. I understand why the request was made. He's trying to reestablish himself. I think that has to be done in the NBA. So, yeah. That happened.
So Melo did something. Melo said something. Melo said the wrong thing to the wrong person. That's pretty much what happened. They did. Ain't no way. I mean, come on, bro. Like, I'm with now. I'm on y'all side. Like, Melo. Goddamn.
Shit.
No, I didn't know that happened. I didn't know what happened. Damn, Melo wanted to be on the team, and it was like,
yes, nah. Yes. That's my whole point of the blackball part. Okay,
but he should. Well, then he shouldn't have said what he said
when he said it.
I don't know what he said.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm Team Melo. I wear a hoodie when I hoop now. Look, fuck y'all, man. Get my boy Melo on there. The last thing, look, one more thing before we get out of here, because we pushing up against it, man. Los, I just need you to defend somebody right now, man.
Who that?
So recently, your North Louisiana brethren of Summerfield, Louisiana, which is all North Louisiana, comes out that in 1984, 20-year-old Karl Malone had a child with a 13-year-old when he was a sophomore in college.
Oh, man.
And that kid, Demetrius Bell, plays for the Eagles. Or he was playing for the Eagles. I don't know if he's still in that league, but he had that paper. And basically Carmelo Malone offered public confirmation that he was the father of Demetrius recently. Oh, no, he never had offered it, but it's like 99% that he was and everything like that. And there was like a settlement. Oh, nasty Karl Malone. I just want you to defend North Louisiana, bro. Because I have never heard of Odell Beckham fathering children with no men.
Not yet. But soon they get them some transplants for them boys. Them uterus transplants is going down. But man, you know, up where they from, it's super country. So I mean, you know, you 22 years old, and you know, I guess it's what they do up there. I can't defend them boys, bro. I ain't from around there by them, man.
I think the funniest thing in the world. So look, I'm reading this. I actually want to read the first line of this sentence right here. Laboratory blood test prepared for the Bells family 1996 paternity lawsuit against Karl Malone reportedly pointed to an over 99% probability that Bell's father was either Malone or a brother of Malone,
or one of the boys in that closet. The Malone.
Damn. So it was either Karl Malone, Chris Malone,
Post Malone.
Lee Malone.
Leave me alone.
I think it was Jeff Malone is what I'm reading right now.
That's funny.
Oh no, Malone dick. But the thing is, well, maybe one of his brothers was like 15 when she was 13. Malone, so maybe that was like maybe that's the play. But yeah, Karl Malone, you nasty motherfucker. The mailman was delivering that dick to cheering.
To that little baby like that.
To little middle schoolers, man. You dirty motherfucker.
Oh, man. But see, he country. Yeah, boy, probably the only girl for miles.
The family was cooking him dinner. Like, I want you to marry my daughter. He about to
nah. She was like, baby, come on, get that thing ready, because we about to get this meal ticket. You know his freak ass coming over here.
Don't act like your grandmother wasn't 13 and your grandfather was 20. Don't act like it. Don't act like it.
Don't act like she didn't have a baby, a miscarriage for his brother before that.
Now stop it. Now it say 1984. The only saving grace I can say is our grandparents. That shit was happening in 1934, not 1984. Like 84,
64 too. People still freaks back then. Man, they had come on, dog. They were still wilding. Your granddaddy had a whole family right down the street. So,
all right, man. Look, we pushed up on it, man. We about to get up out of there, man. Look, Tomas, aka
Thomas.
Let them
Malik, aka Last Chance You Daddy.
Yeah, man. Let the people know where they can find you at, man. They need to follow you on social or something, man. What you do? Do you do anything cool or you just go ahead?
They can hit me up at the Real Nomas on Instagram.
Okay.
Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy.
Okay. And we'll get the feedback from the public, see if they want to have you back on, and maybe we'll do some shit. Or they might think you trash. So there's the other thing.
Damn. What?
So they also
Holla Kaepernick.
They also said that it could have been Moses Malone, just to let you know.
He been thinking of one. That boy been running through his brain on all Malones.
Yeah.
No, I've been trying to figure out who Karl Malone brother was, and it's not
Moses
Malone, but it might be him.
We out of here. See y'all next week. Holla at the fucking Best Friend Weekend Podcast.
I don't even chase liquor. Why would I chase a nigga? He said I should be nicer. Well, your dick should be bigger. He said it'd be good by the way that you be bragging. I hit him and told him, well, that's just depending on who you asking. I got an ex that say he gonna leave his new bitch whenever I call him. Got an ex that say every time he see it's gonna be problems. Got an ex that's on his homeboy's IG trying to stalk me out. Got an ex that misses so bad, probably praying for me now. And this pussy so wet, might have to eat it with a spoon. Always in bikini bottoms, cause I got that goo lagoon. I don't want to fuck him if he telling me what he do not. I will come over and spin it on your head like Bantu knots. Running up them bands, trying to ball till I fall. I be off that hen, so you know I'm off that wall. Bitch, I ain't the one, so watch your motherfucking mouth. Hot girl Meg from the motherfucking South. That's a good one.
No, I like the other verse better. So go ahead, give him the second. Give him the second verse. Keep it running. I like
that was the second verse.
Oh, when did she say that she want to fuck somebody daddy? Couldn't?
I don't see that one.
Man,
I don't see.
You gotta go old school next time with that Trina, that little Kim.
She said something about fucking somebody daddy on that second verse. I thought, couldn't?
Man, I just read pretty much the whole. Okay, now shake with it, shake with it. And if the beat live, you know, Lil Jew made it.
No.
And when I pop
running them bands up, I'm trying
relax.
To ball till I fall if I'm with your daddy. You at
relax.
The hook. You at the hook.
Well, you reading bad. Let me read.
You're actually reading bad today. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
And when
you reading real remedial today, my nigga. Like you
why you saying that?
Words. Like I'm okay if you want to read the shit again from the beginning, cause like. You was really like...
He said you're reading real remedial right now, dog.
Like, I mean, I love you, dog, but you know, you hold yourself to that same standard, dog. You're not reading well.
I'll start over there.
Go ahead.
Damn, relax. I got friends in the room, bro. You can't be playing me like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait until you're around your friends that I've never met so I can play you.
Carlos.
So I'll just start on the verse that you like. Okay, now shake with it. Shake with it. And if the beat live, you know Lil Jew made it. And when I pop it, he gets stiffer than some fake titties. And don't be worried about who I'm fucking, cause you can't hit it. Yeah, running up them bands, trying to ball till I fall. If I'm with your daddy, then you know we at the mall. If I'm with a nigga, then you know I'm in them jaws. You let a broke nigga talk you out them draws. I don't even chase liquor. Why would I chase a nigga? He say I should be nicer, where your dick should be bigger. He said it better be good by the way that you bragging. I hit him back and told him, well, that depend on who you asking. I got an ex that say he gonna leave his new bitch whenever I call him. Got an ex that say whenever he see me, it's gonna be problems. Got an ex that's on his homeboy IG, stalking me out, trying to stalk me out. Damn, I'm not doing good today. Why can't I read this shit?
Because it's too nasty, and you're not used to it.
It is fucking nasty as fuck.
I like them type of hoes, though, me.
Got an ex that misses so bad, probably pray for me now. Hey. And his pussy so wet, might have to eat it with a spoon. Always in bikini bottoms, because I got that goo lagoon. I don't want to fuck him if he telling me what he do not. I will come over and spin it on your head like Bantu knots. Running up them bands, trying to ball till I fall. I'll be off that hen, so you know I'm off the wall.
Off the wall.
Bitch, I ain't gone. Bitch, I ain't the one. So watch your motherfucking mouth. Hot girl Meg from the motherfucking South.
Coach Meg one time from the motherfucking South.
You might have to put that whole exchange on there.
No, I'm gonna be like, it's the when you got that kid who's getting to read in front of class right now. You're normally not that bad at that right now, right? You're normally not bad.
So I typically don't drink coffee. Shit up there. Fuck that. I ain't gotta explain myself to y'all niggas.
I don't want to fuck him if he telling me what I do not, don't.
Hey, that shit is hard to read, bro.
No, that one line is hard. I don't want to fuck him if he telling me what he do not. That don't sound right.
All right, cool.
I agree. I thought I would have messed up on that Goo Lagoon because I would have been cracking up laughing. That big Goo Lagoon, son.
That shit fire to me, man.
A big Goo Lagoon.
You gotta eat that shit with a spoon, bro. Make sure you don't bring a rubber.
A spoon.
Don't bring your mouth. Bring a spoon.
Oh man.